guys? Welcome to another episode of Randy's Rants, aka this one is the segment of TOTS, Tales of the South.
It's been a while, man. We haven't done one for
3 months. Man.
At least 3 months, you know.
I feel like there hasn't been anything really interesting happening down south right now. You know.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know,
shit. You got Mencho, you got all those fuckers. You know,
the Meyer caravans and freaking catapults, everything like medieval weaponry. It's like it's all nothing really's ever changed, man.
Yeah, so for me, I'm just like, yeah, maybe not do them. You know,
no, it's something we gotta do every once in a while. You know, keep people like up to date on what the fuck's going on down there, man. Like missing people or like I don't know, like cults or something like that, so people don't get lost, because it's a scary, some areas, not all of them, but there's some scary areas and some sketchy areas in Mexico.
Too close to your mouth. That's why people can't hear you. Fucking you sound weird.
It sounds
great. It's supposed to be like this.
Like this.
No, look how you have it literally at an angle.
Like that.
There you go.
There we go.
Gosh, you're a moron.
Fuck you, Randy.
How the hell did you pass high school?
I paid for it.
I believe that.
I paid $30 for extra credit to give me that one little extra thing.
What was the teacher's name?
I don't know. I think I sold ad for a yearbook, and that got my grade up to like a C+, and I graduated. So everything in this world has a price, Randy.
I don't know. Some things. Other things don't have a price. Well, money-wise, no. Money-wise, no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, not everybody has a price. You know what I mean? I can show you some books, or I can tell you some people don't have a price where it's like you can't buy them.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. Are they really religious people?
No. It's just they have a different. They're just built a little different. They see the world a little different to the point where money's like, no, you can't.
That's bullshit. That's a fucking line right there. Everybody has a fucking price. I don't believe that fucking hippie shit, Nirvana shit.
I guarantee you, not everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price.
You think Martin Luther King had a price to back off the whole? No, he didn't have a price. He knew what you could not offer him money to back off.
Or so you say.
I guarantee you, he would not back off.
I'm just saying, everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price, but there's some people who you really cannot buy.
That's not true. Just be quiet.
Price is too high.
You don't even know Martin Luther King.
Well, I know what he did, and I'm gonna tell you, you can't. There's no way you could have paid that man $1 million to back down.
They paid him in other ways.
You said money, so this is the topic was money.
Money is a universal object. Anything can be of value to someone. Think about that shit.
Now you're just fucking trying to go the other way just to get it your way. It doesn't work that way.
I don't know, Randy. I don't know.
No, it doesn't go.
Everyone has a price.
Not in money wise, it would be other stuff, yeah. Just not money. If you look at terms like not money, yeah, everyone has there's something that they would do, like, but if you say money wise, I don't think there's some people you just can't buy. You have to offer them something different other than money.
That's what I said. Other stuff.
That's not what you said at first.
Universal
that is not what
objects.
That's not what you said at first. Yeah, you're lying sack of shit. But let's go back to Todd. What's going down south? Since you're more in touch with that than me.
What's going down south, man? Well, recently, if you're checking up the news, you don't. Why don't you check up on the news more, man? Like, you have a podcast. You got to know what's going on down there. I know you're extremely busy with your acting club and your book club and your running club that you run on the weekends and stuff like that. But you sometimes, it's a podcast, Randy. You got to freaking, touch up on things. At least check out, Borderland Beat. Man, you blog the Narco, to check up what's going on up there.
Really? No.
You're just too. I think.
So what's new?
Okay, hold up. Before I clear that, I just want to say you might have a drinking problem. Okay, back to the news. Yeah, crazy shit, man. You know that one? What's it called? Mencho's wife got arrested. You know that?
I did not know.
They arrested her, and then they kidnapped 2 Marines 4 days later, and they spent a week looking through the whole city looking for them. And apparently they're going down there. They're fucking tearing up left and right all over the city. They're still doing what's it called, raids and stuff like that. Some shit's happening.
Do you think they're gonna find them?
I think honestly, if I was gonna put money on it, I'm about to think that his time is gonna be up soon.
No, but are they gonna, do you think they found the Marines?
Oh, they found them. They're not stupid because
they're dead.
They found them. They released, a couple of bruises in the face, but I thought they were gonna like toe tag them, but they released them though. The smart thing is that they released them because if they would have killed the Marines, they would have been fucked. But they're already fucked as it is right now because they're all fucking. The government's like breathing down their. Apparently, like his daughter was behind the kidnapping. Now she's got like indictments for. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man, and it honestly affects. That thing, what's going on with the drug, actually affects everyone in Mexico. You might not even think, oh, I'm from this town. It doesn't affect. Everything is affected by any type of like drug activities like that. Well, shit, look at our town.
No, but that's what I'm saying. How some people who are listening don't know. So that's why you got to get a little bit more.
They don't know because they don't understand the Mexican way.
That's why I make them understand. This is the point of this.
No, because to make them understand, they have to pay the Patreon.
No, just tell them.
No, well, everyone's like, there's always some town that has some kind of. We're looking, for example, Juarez. That place is still bad as it is. You may not hear about it, but
yeah. But what happens in Juarez? How does that affect other towns?
Maybe. Well, good question. That's a good way. How does it affect other towns? Well, it's pretty bad. Last time my dad told me there that he was talking to a taxi driver there. And told them that month that they hadn't killed that many people there. They only had killed 60.
That's not wow.
But it's a city, though. You understand? They find a body here, 2 bodies there. He's like, oh, this one they only just killed 60. Like, that's a lot of people. Like, those morgues would be like packed to the rafters.
Yeah. But again, how does that? What happens?
All right, Dan Rather, quit pushing that. I don't know. It just affects something.
You were the one who fucking said
tourism.
You're the one who said
tourism.
It. All I did was repeat the words you said.
Agriculture sells. Tourism. Stuff like that.
Juarez has agriculture?
Yeah. They have a big fireworks economy there. A lot of people from Texas go there to buy fireworks. Like Bush did. Went down to Juarez and bought myself fireworks. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. Everything's affected. We'll look at those tourism.
How?
A month ago, those 2 tourists, one girl from Germany and one girl from India, got blasted.
How?
Apparently, some asshole fucking little local there who was selling like a little drugs or something was going to kill some other guy, and he started shooting randomly, and these 2 girls got it. Tourists. One girl's from India, one girl's from Germany. Like, why the fuck are these people shooting it out in the open? Like, knowing there's tourism there. Why do you think there's so much military there right now? They don't want to fuck up with their money. It's like literally there's like 1,000 Marines in.
Do you think that
Cancun.
guy's gonna die?
Huh?
Do you think he's gonna die?
Oh yeah, that guy. There's no way that guy's still alive. No way. Do you understand? When they see murders like that of tourism like that, that creates conflict. Like people don't want to go there, like spend their money. Even though some people still go, but why are these guys trying to shoot another person in an area where it's full of tourists?
True.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then there was that video that there was one guy, they ran down some guy there in some hotel in Cancun, went up to him, just smoked him in front of everyone. They were chasing him around the resort with AKs. Caught up to him and just fucking, sent him to the netherworld. And boom. That's what's really happening down there. So maybe be careful if you go down there. Take a little, easy. We'll just keep an open eye. Yeah, and apparently now there's like a bunch of people, also Colombian people, like in Mexico City, and they're now doing extortion rackets and like giving people high interest loans, and like you have to pay them. If not, they like break your knee. So there's a lot of like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going down there. Yeah. But I've never been to Mexico City, but would like to go.
Yeah, I finished the Narco season.
I haven't started though, but I'm gonna give me the recap what you thought about it.
Recap, it's all right. There's a few things. Like one, they killed Azul, which anybody who's in Mexico knows Azul never died. So anybody's listening to this and already watched Narcos, I'm gonna let you guys on in a secret. Azul doesn't die. He never died.
Well, he said he had died in a heart attack.
Oh, well, I mean, not...
you mean in the show?
In the show.
Oh, okay.
Like, he really didn't die. He died years later.
Yeah.
Because didn't they say he died like 5 years ago?
Yeah.
He was like in Italy. He died a heart attack in Italy or something?
No, he had a heart attack in Mexico. Allegedly.
I thought it was Italy. I thought he would be in Italy.
I don't know. Who knows where he's at? Go.
I'd hide out in Italy. Who's gonna find me there?
That's true. But yeah, apparently. So what else happened? I haven't seen it yet. To be honest, I haven't seen it. I just finished watching that.
Said, like for me, I didn't like the whole Narcos because you never had Los Beltran there. You never had Arturo, even though he's a big part in the story, especially with Chapo. And they actually put him. He's in this one, but he's more like El Chapo's worker or like helper. And I'm just like, from
not really
what I know in the history, it's like totally opposite of that.
Yeah.
What Narcos portray wasn't like that in real life.
No. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Read through different sources. How was it back then between those two? It wasn't like how the show.
No. There was no. They were like they worked with each other, but no one was higher than the other one. Actually, Arturo had probably more power than El Chapo.
Yeah, and in here and there, it made it seem like Chapo was the head of everything. He was the brains. He was everything. He would pay him. So it was more like that, like a henchman. And I was like, it's not really how the story goes. I'm like, that's totally.
I think just, I think they have to just because he's the most visual, like, personality. Like,
but I feel
so they kind of try to make the story more around him.
Yeah, I just feel personally, and some other stuff where I'm like, anyone who really like dives into these stories, especially in books, and if you go to Mexico and you mingle with some people that know some of them almost directly through childhood, they'll tell you like it's really not how some shows make it out to be. That's like, no,
it's the Hollywood version.
Exactly.
They try to freaking what's it called? Add extra things to it.
Yeah, so like I feel like these shows are cool because they shine light on a story that's really interesting, but they tend to sometimes dramatically change the story too much to the point where it's like, okay, bro, that's not even close to how it was.
Yeah, that's why I could never get into that Netflix Chapo show. Like I thought that show was trash. Like it really a lot of it was all bullshit.
So yeah, that was cool, but they did keep some things cool, like Amado, he does in a thing. But I like at the ending how it kind of makes you seem like he never really died, because even the DA guys were like, you hear he died, but the surgeons and everybody who worked on him, they all were found in a barrel.
What do you?
So they gave for me that the hinting they gave was like he faked his death.
Mm-hmm.
Like through DA's eyes, he faked his death. Like it's not even 100% sure if it's true, because they couldn't even test the body. He got cremated quickly. So
they ran fingerprints in the real body, and they matched the fingerprints of his border crossing card in Juarez. Allegedly. But they never got DNA proof. That's true.
That's where in the show they're like, we didn't have time to DNA. They cremated him as soon as possible.
Honestly, but I think he really died. I think he really did die.
Part of me says that, but part of me also thinks
he died.
He may have faked it because around that time, it's a little bit easier.
It was a little bit easier, but
especially with someone like him that had money.
But you gotta understand the context about, like, yes, he was really powerful like that. But basically, he was run by Salinas de Gortari.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you understand that thing right there, they would never allow him to get that thing. And that's why I think eventually they just cut ties with him and smoked him.
My thing is, why kill the nurses and doctor? That's the one that don't make sense. Like if someone really actually...
His family did it. His family killed him. It wasn't the government. His family killed him because the family thought that they had killed him on purpose. That's why they killed the doctors and the nurses.
I don't know. I like my theory better.
Well, yours is a theory. Mine is based on facts.
The only facts you have are fat facts. That's it. But going back to the thing, and also the way they killed Ramon, I don't like how they finished him.
I saw that one scene on YouTube, and that was nothing how he happened in real life.
He was never cruising on the next to the beach. He was never next to. He was actually in a crowded area.
He was in Mazatlan. He was in a crowd. It wasn't even a crowded area. He was just walking down this. He was, I think, in a car or walking down this.
He was in a car.
He was in a car, and then they kind of recognized because they kind of basically they figured out who he was, and they went to go basically kill him, and that's when the cops were basically ran. What's it called? They knew who he was, and then he shot at one cop, and then he wounded one. And this cop was wounded, and he was already had hit 4 times.
But he thought. Ramon thought the cop was dead, but he wasn't dead.
No, and that the cop ended up firing just one shot and hit him in the back of the head and killed him.
Yeah,
because that cop eventually. I know a person that knows the son of the cop that killed him.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. So he explained exactly the story how it was, and everything falls perfectly because he thought he had killed him. He's like, he was walking away, but he was able to shoot one shot off and hit him in the back of the head.
So yeah, and in the show they make it seem like they have a struggle, and both get hit in the stomach, and the other guys. I was like, whoa! In my mind, I was like, dude, that's not how it went.
Yeah, I don't. Why was it so hard not to recreate the easier one?
Yeah, my
the
thing
real
was
one,
like the real one. I feels much better.
Mm-hmm.
That one was like, bro, that's not how it happened at all. He shot a cop 4 times, thought he was dead, started walking away. That guy shoots him in the back of the head as he's walking away.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So I'm like, that ending seems much better than the one they created that they have a struggle and they both hit each other in the stomach. I was like, bro, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, Netflix kind of fucked up on that part.
Yeah.
And just I didn't really. I saw that one clip on YouTube. I haven't seen the whole series yet because it's kind of like I'll get around to it.
And like when he was down there, they made him seem like he was like very well dressed. Like the shirt he had was silk, and he was dressing fancy when he went down there.
Yeah.
When if you look at the murder photos, it didn't look like he was dressed in. He looked like he was just kind of dressed to blend in.
Yeah.
To kill El Mayo, because that was the whole reason he had gone to Mazatlán.
Yeah, that's the whole reason, because he thought he was going to be at the carnaval.
Yeah.
At the carnival.
So if you look at the pictures of him on the floor, it doesn't look like he's wearing he's wearing, if anything, a short sleeve shirt.
Yeah, I want to know who the heck did they go through to get that.
And on the Netflix, he's wearing the long sleeve shirt, but it was like silk. It made it look like Versace.
Who was their advisor for that? Because a lot of those, they got that shit fucked up.
Yeah, they kind of fucked up a little bit on that third season. I didn't like it. I didn't like it as much as the other ones. The other ones, I liked it because it was cool. Even though there's a few aspects that I feel like they could have worked on, they could have done a better job.
Yeah. But I is that really true that that's the wrap on Narcos, man? I don't think that's a wrap yet, huh? Or they're just going to kill it for a couple years and bring it back?
Personally, I would kill it for a little bit and then start on a different story. Like, I'm going to be honest.
Like the current one.
Kind of, because just this whole Chapo thing and all that, I'm like, dude, the thing is saturated too much with him. And, like, for people who don't know, it's like, he was basically giving up. He wasn't even the head of everything. He was more of like the face and not even the brains of the organization.
He's the guy who took all the heat.
Exactly.
Basically. Yeah, that's true.
Because in the book El Traidor, it kind of goes into kind of how everything kind of falls.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy how what's it called? His wife got 3 years in the slammer.
Yeah. So I feel like they got to come up with another story, maybe something more interesting.
I think they should just wait, for a couple years and kind of like build it on what's happening like right now. That'd be pretty good.
I probably wouldn't build it on something now. I'll just keep doing Narcos, but different cartels. You can do a story on different cartels from the past.
That's true.
You can do Cartel del Golfo.
No, but they kind of tied in the first one a little bit.
But barely little.
Yeah, barely
I'm talking
little.
about like after that, because it shows, but it doesn't go more into detail on what happened. And, from Cartel del Golfo, you get Los Zetas from there. And remember that era was kind of bad.
Yeah, there's a show kind of based on Los Zetas. It's on Amazon.
What's it called?
Settle.
I gotta watch. Is it good?
I like it. Yeah, I've already finished the whole season. It's only season 1. It's actually a really good show. I'm surprised they haven't brought season 2 yet.
Would you say it's better than Narcos?
Ooh. No. It has its pluses and minuses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's a really, really good show. It's a really good show. It's kind of basically the Mexicans, because it's basically, you see the movie Traffic?
I like that. Yeah.
It's like, Settle is like Traffic, but miniseries.
Oh, shit.
So it gives you shows you how everything's connected. It's actually a really good fucking show. I finished it almost a year ago, and they haven't released anything about season 2 or nothing, because it ends up basically at the end of the first season. Basically, it shows a group of paramilitary in Mexico. They gain power from this organization.
So basically, yeah,
exactly. So that's where it starts, but they haven't said no message. No, there's been no information on season 2. So I don't know if they're gonna do it, if they're not, but hopefully they do, because it's a fucking really, really good show.
So I feel like they can do that with Narcos, just do different organizations, maybe.
Why don't they do a Narcos like Japan, like Yakuza's? That'd be cool.
Badass,
or the Chinese triads, or the Russian mob,
or in Europe,
exactly. The what's it called? Like the Italian one. What's it called? The man, I forgot what they're called, but something like that. But something, kind of, going more international. I think that'd be pretty fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they never made up a video game.
Of what?
Because Narcos? Because
true. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, they made a freaking Scarface game like 15 years ago, and they did a Godfather game. I'm surprised they haven't,
They did a Godfather? I didn't know they did.
Yeah, they did I'm pretty sure they did.
I don't remember. No, but yeah, so that was my kind of issues with the whole series. Like, it's cool, but I'm just like, they could work a little bit more on it. Like, don't make it shine too much on one person.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, like, there's more people into the story than people realize that are very vital, but they're just not famous. They're not out there.
Yeah. No, that's true. I know what you mean. But I just think maybe just haven't really.
But I like how they did add the whole Salinas de Gortari and the whole thing, especially with what's his name? Colosio. So that I like how that was tied into everything. That shows and that Frank guy or Hank, whatever his name is, that was also cool.
Honestly, overall, I think they did an okay show on it. They did okay.
I would say they did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't great, and it wasn't like, oh, it's the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, they finally opened the border for all travelers and stuff. That's pretty big. That happened like, 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. A good thing they did that because, Tijuana was struggling, man. It was like their tourism was tanking. The only tourism was through the roof or the resorts.
True.
But the one like that in Tijuana was like, it was pretty. It was freaking. It was It was pretty slow for them for a while, but good thing they finally reopened and all that stuff and everything. So get the stuff afloat. Even though with all this stupid, what's it called? That new strand. What's it called? The Nemesis Project or
Omnicron.
Yeah, that one.
Decepticon.
Other than that, I just think it's a big fuss. I just think it's a little mutated version of the COVID, but it's not really as bad.
Yeah. But yeah. What else? What else we got for TOTS?
We have to talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant in the room?
I'm not talking about you. Mexico keeps on fucking losing.
That doesn't go on TOTS.
Well, it's part of Mexico, so I'm gonna bring it up here. Do you think it's time to change?
Change what?
A lot of those players. Let's give them a quick recap. Basically, the U.S. is basically kicking their ass last couple of games.
Yeah, but it's gonna happen, man.
I think it. Let's be honest. I just think there's some players in the Mexican national team should kind of already. They should make the transition. Yeah, I think it's time.
It's just how it is. Because remember, Mexico's beaten U.S. for a while, so every dogs has their day sometimes.
Yeah, honestly, U.S. is were in the bottom, like missing the last World Cup. That's as low as low.
I don't think Mexico has missed the World Cup.
Yeah, I missed in the 1990. They missed it because they had a couple. It was an eligibility that they messed up and like that, and they got a big scandal of it, and FIFA stripped them. And that's like the only time El Salvador ever went to the World Cup.
See,
and most likely that's the only time they'll ever will go.
So that's my point. It's like everybody has so it is what it is. Mexico's gonna lose a few games.
Which are the players you think they should replace?
I don't know. It's hard to decide.
Yeah, but I think there's some players in there that look like I think Hector Herrera should just Guardado's already kind of old, Moreno, but like you ever say, like you can't be winning forever. Eventually, there's got to be a little downturn.
As long as they still make the World Cup, that's fine.
Yeah,
if they make the World Cup, these games don't
at the end of the day, that's the most important shit is to make the World Cup.
Exactly. What was the score?
The last one was 2-0.
Okay, that's not bad.
But they played in super. Like, I don't think Mexico's very good in cold weather.
I'm going to say this. Would you rather lose 2-0 or 4-2? But be up 2-0.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That happened to the U.S. I mean,
yeah.
I still remember that. They're up 2-0 the first, what?
You're talking about Gold Cup 2010? Yeah. Yeah, but you understand what helps the U.S. is that a lot of their players went to Europe. And in Mexico, there's so much corruption with clubs. Like they want outrageous amount of money, and they'll stop a player from going to Europe. Yeah. And the U.S., they're like, oh, just give us some of this, and they send players over there, and they get better. So I think that's
because remember when Chicharito and Dos
everybody
Santos,
says that guy's a douche.
And Dos Santos, when they played in Europe, they did fucking good when they came play for the Mexico team.
Yeah,
Mexico team was good.
Yeah.
I think
they have their plus and minuses, yeah.
So I think definitely what you're saying, that the leagues are fucking over basically the nation.
Yeah, they're putting so much self-interest and trying to get as much money instead of making a little bit, but making them go to Europe and like actually get better. You know, it's the power of the dollar. You know.
Yeah.
But dude, why have we never gone to a soccer game in Mexico? We live so damn close.
I don't know. We're too busy doing other stuff, bro.
We need to stop.
Okay, look. We want to go to a soccer game. We also want to go to college football, and we also want to go to an NFL game. And we also want to go to a basketball game. Bro, we got so much going on the side. It's hard to make the time for that.
No, but we need to make at least a week. We can get hit up one soccer game, one NBA game.
How about shut your whore mouth and like, you know what? Let's just go as it goes, all right? It is what it is.
Dude, what is it with you and always cursing? I've talked this whole podcast. I haven't cursed once.
I don't
Stop
care.
cursing.
No.
This is a Christian show.
I don't stop you from
sponsored by Joe Olsteen.
I don't stop you from being fat. Oh, you mean the one that had like 600,000?
Why do you keep calling? You see, this is the second time you've said fat. Subconsciously, hold up. You listen. Hey, Woolly Mammoth, bro, you shut your mouth.
You're talking too out to the damn fucking microphone, bro.
Why do you bring up fat all the time?
Because it's funny.
You're not fat.
Because it's funny.
I don't want to hear stuff like that.
I said you. But going back to Joel, so you mean the one that had $600,000 in his freaking wall? You mean that guy? You mean the one where they faked a fucking a thievery or a theft of 500,000, but then somehow there's money in the wall? Get the fuck out of here, bro. He don't sponsor this, bro.
Honestly, that was pretty bad.
I told you.
But I already have a theory about how that money ended up in the wall.
Hey, like I said before,
somebody was stealing from him and were throwing it in the wall in the bathroom. That's what happened.
You're just trying to make it out for him.
No, I'm just trying.
No. I always told you from the beginning. It's like, there's something about him I don't trust.
And why'd you buy the book?
Because there's actually some good info. Just because, like I've always said before, I may like what someone says, but I may not like them as a person. Because there's some part of them that I don't like. Doesn't mean I can't learn from them. Who says you can't learn from people you don't like? It's ridiculous. There's no rule on that.
Yes, there is.
Oh, there's not.
No, you're right.
I mean, I like the book.
I think someone was stealing from him.
I don't think he was stealing from him. I honestly think it was him. Like,
why would you stash it in the bathroom?
Why not stash it in the bathroom?
Wouldn't you have it like under your basement? Something
why
like that?
Have it in his basement? Maybe that's why. I do not know he has money in his basement. He just doesn't have no more fit for this one. All I'm just saying, I've said it before. There's something about him. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good when it comes to like judging character.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, I am.
That's not true. That's 100%. I am not
better
true.
Judgment of character than you.
That is just 100% false.
No, you're false.
That's a false thing. You know what? Before we start judging Joel Olsteen.
Oh no, I'm not judging. I'm just saying I have
observational judgment. Maybe you should write him an email. Be like, "Hello, I'm Randy. I bought your book 2 years ago. I listen to your audios all the time. Can you explain to me the $600,000?
He ain't gonna reply. I wouldn't reply to somebody that asked me that.
No, but just say that you're a Christian. You're a reborn again a Christian. And
bro,
be like,
he doesn't care.
As a Christian to another Christian.
He doesn't care.
Tell me the truth.
He doesn't care. He ain't gonna say the truth. I see the lies in his eyes.
You know, there's this one Puerto Rican guy he works with. And this guy was a Satanist his whole life. His parents did all this weird shit around him like that. And basically became like a satanic priest. And like, it's not until he was like 23, 24. And then he like, one day he was like, he kicked it. And he's like, you know what? This is not the way. He basically like left that thing and became a hardcore Christian.
I love that.
And I'm like, I was hearing some of his stuff he was saying the other day. And I was like, wow, this guy raised in a Satanist family. I mean, that's just wrong.
He broke the chain.
Yeah, exactly. He broke the chain, but that makes you want to think, like, is there people in the past that you met you thought they were Satanist? Like, imagine.
Who knows? We really don't know.
When I was talking about that, there's a hotel in Baja California. I think it's around Rosarito. There's like a big old devil statue there outside this white guy owns a hotel full of weird shit. Okay, you know Harry Potter's that castle?
Yeah.
Think that castle, but with like weird ass fucking statues.
Oh wow.
Honestly, I think next time if we go down there, we should pass by and like do a like take pictures of it because it looks crazy from the road. And like he says he's like a spiritualist or like a rock and I don't know what the fuck he's into rock and roll and shit. But it looks pretty like weird. Pretty cool though, honestly. Yeah. Maybe, maybe we should go check that thing out.
Yeah, maybe. Cool. But yeah. But on the other Randy's events, we'll dive more into the whole Joel Olsteen thing.
No. Let's just end it right here. Because I just think he was like someone around there was stealing money. Like they told him, Joel Olsteen would be like, yo man, can you deposit this in my bank account? And then like the janitor there or someone there would be grab that money and just threw it behind the bathroom.
That don't make sense at all. Dude, I'm telling you, no. There's nothing that I'm pretty good judgmental of character. Like I can feel off some people's vibes. There's always been something off him. There's something about him. I know. I have a keen sense, and there's something. He. I like the shit he says. Mm-hmm. It can help a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. But I know there's other stuff he's hiding that he's not saying. I know.
Okay, what do you expect of Joel Olsteen? What do you think? Like, what's the thing? You're like, you know what? I know this guy's hiding stuff like this. For example, just an example.
Deceiving, probably deceiving. He probably has some lies in there.
Deceiving is one. Okay, this is what you think.
This is my opinion.
Deceiving.
Not really care for people as much as he says he does.
So lying.
Yeah.
What all do you think?
Some corruption maybe in there. He's probably
tax evasion.
Not tax. Maybe tax, but maybe other stuff. I feel like there's like when it comes to like a lot of those like millionaire pastors, I feel like they have their own little society and they
oh man, there's this one pastor. I think this guy's fucking evil as fuck. Have you seen him? I don't know what his name is.
I know what you're talking about. The one that bought a jet.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
If that guy. That you can tell, look at his eye. That guy looks straight up like demonic.
Yeah,
like that fucker's possessed.
So for me, definitely. But also, a lot of those pastors they kind of know each other. Him and Joel Olsteen, they know each other. A lot of those pastors they know each other, and they. But
Joel Olsteen looks such nicer compared to that guy. Guy looks like Satan.
He looks such nicer, but I don't believe in the thing. Like I'm like, there's more to it. There's more than the eye can see. For me, it's just a vibe that I like. If I read on something, I'm like, okay, there's something about this guy. There's something about him that I'm just, like if I were to meet him, I don't know if I'd be kind of standoffish. I'd be looking and trying to get a bigger vibe. I don't think
he'd be standoffish. I think he'd be nice to you.
No, it'd be nice, but I would try to pick up on the vibe. I wouldn't confront him.
Would you grab like a camera crew and be like, you know what?
No, because that's his thing. I'm not, that would just be hating. No. For me, this is just me. It's just like these are just my thoughts. I'm not gonna put them out just for like views or shit. No. Fuck that shit. No.
His Spanish book is very popular in Mexico. You know that Joel Osteen's Spanish books.
Yeah,
he's got a pretty big buzz, man.
Pretty big buzz, but I still just because someone says they're good doesn't mean they're always good. Feel the Greeks even when they bring gifts.
Hold up. Can you say that again? Sorry, I lost train of. Say again. But the Greeks.
Fear the Greeks, even when they bring gifts.
Oh, that's deep, Randy. Mm-hmm. I just got chills.
I know.
That's deep. That's like 300. Thermopylae.
Okay.
No, it's true. No, it's true. It's always there's a saying like that too. There's one famous philosopher said, like, beware the daggers behind the smile of men.
Yeah.
Like that shit, huh?
Yeah, because I'm just like, and it's so true. Like, we really don't know how he is. We just know a side that he knows because he's also a businessman. He knows what people want to see and want to hear.
It's like the Japanese said. You've heard that old famous Japanese saying, how everyone in this world carries 3 masks?
Oh, I've always said that. I carry 3 too.
Everyone carries 3.
Yeah.
What are the 3?
Well, for me, it's the asshole side, the good side, and the one you're seeing right now. The one that, I say like...
No, it doesn't. That doesn't really...
for me, because
the Japanese ones that says everyone has 3 masks. The one you show the world.
Oh, of course.
The one you show your family?
Of course.
And the one that you only know.
Exactly. It's totally 100%.
Yeah, I might put that on a t-shirt and trademark
But for
it.
me, I always say too, it's like I have 2 personalities.
You have split personality disorder.
No, I have just 2 personalities because there's the really nice, sweet side of me that's really innocent and humble, and then there's the one who wants to be an asshole, wants to punch everybody in the face. But see, the way
why are you so aggressive to people?
Hold on. The way I say it is like, it's like they both have an argument. They're both debating inside me, and I'm like choosing what words to use from both of them because both sides have an actual.
Basically, there's like an inner battle with you.
Everybody has an inner battle.
Okay, but I'm gonna explain it to you though. Like the inner battle with you, you're like, there's the grizzly bear in you, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a grizzly bear, and then there's that raging, angry, wild hippo.
I knew you were gonna fucking say hippo.
That just wants to go into a river. You were just bought by Pablo Escobar, and you just want to run amok in South America. Like that's true. Not everybody has that. That's true. You know what? It's like that one saying. Like this one guy said. I think who said it? I forgot who said it.
Wait, hold on. What does this have to do with TOTS? This is like not even Tales of the South anymore. This isn't going.
But this is a famous saying in the South.
Okay.
It's better to be the warrior in the garden than the gardener in the warrior.
That's not even in the South. That's Japanese. That's the samurai. Oh my fuck.
How do you know it's Japanese?
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
I saw it behind a bottle of Tapatio sauce on it.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining with this episode of TOTS. Again, catch these episodes on YouTube, Randy's Rants, also Randy's Rants Instagram, which is Randy's Rants Podcast.
Podcast.
You know, go give us a follow. Listen on Spotify, Castbox, Apple,
iTunes,
Podcasts,
Amazon Prime,
all that. Netflix, Hulu,
Amflix.
Yeah.
Tubi.
Love you guys. Randy's one town. Let's get it. All right, bye.